Guys, this box right here could contain the contents to your next side hustle. I confidently believe that this is a side hustle that could earn you up to $150 per day just by doing some reach outs on Facebook Marketplace and offering the service of what's inside this box to people who are out there. I think this is something that a lot of people could do and nobody else is talking about it. I'm going to show you exactly what's inside this box, how it works, and how I think you could turn it into a side hustle that makes you money every single day. Let's jump in. All right, now first up, let's actually open this bad boy up and see what's inside. Now, I know you're gonna hate me for this, but I do have to pull a little bit of a teaser before I show you exactly what this item is and how it could make you up to $150 or maybe even more per day as a side hustle. The thing I gotta tell you about is I've seen a lot of people come and go from different types of side hustles. The thing that does not change with side hustles is you have to get out there, you have to put yourself out there and offer some type of service or product to people who are out there. Now, obviously, if you're offering a product, that's gonna be something where you go to a garage sale, you find something for a low price, and then you sell it to somebody new for a higher price, right? But you're still putting yourself out there. You're going out to the garage sale, you're buying an item, negotiating it down on the price, and then selling it to somebody else for a higher price, right? This does take work. Now, the other side of this, with side hustles, there are side hustles where you can offer a service, where you go out to somebody's house or you go to somebody and you do something for them, right? For example, I shared another video about a type of side hustle where you can go and do a 3D scan of a property for somebody who might be looking to sell or rent the property out, right? This is called Matterport 3D scanning. Just look it up if you haven't heard about it, but it's basically a side hustle where you can buy the camera, go out and find people who want to get the service done and go and do it for them and charge them a fee, right? But the thing that does not change with these side hustles and not with this one either is you have to go and put yourself out there. You have to go and do the selling of this product. So this is going to take some work. I don't want you to think this is just an easy side hustle where you're clicking buttons on your computer or your phone. This is going to take a little bit of work, and I do think it could be a great side hustle. I think this could even turn into a full-time job if you're, if you were really gung-ho about it. And I think there's a way to totally outsource this service as well, but we'll get to that later. Enough of that. Let's jump into what this side hustle is. This side hustle is the Squeaky floor stopper. Now, I know you might be thinking, okay, Cody, yeah, that was stupid. Why did you make us hold on for that long? You're talking about a squeaky floor stopper. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I have squeaky floors in my house and they drive me absolutely bonkers. My house is pretty nice. It's remodeled, it's updated, it's got nice floors, but there are squeaks underneath the floors that drive me absolutely insane. And unfortunately, there's no way to really get to the floors, especially when it's under a hardwood type material. There's no way to get to the plywood that's underneath to stop the wood from squeaking on the nail that is there. What happens is when they nail that plywood into the floor joist, over time that is going to loosen up and that board will come up like this, and then as you step on it, it will rub like this, and it rubs on that metal nail and it causes that squeak. Now, if you're working under carpet, it is a little bit easier to get to this because you could just pull up the carpet, fix the nail, usually by putting in a screw and then putting the carpet back down. However, that's still quite a bit of work. The cool thing about this tool here, I have not tried this, but I am going to try it right now after I quit filming this. I'm actually going to take you guys along with me, but this tool here allows you to actually put a screw into the floor through the flooring that's already there, and the screw will break off of the top so that as the screw is there, number one, you don't see it, and number two, you don't step on it. So the screw is actually going to go, let's say this is a piece of wood, it's actually going to go below the wood and break off the top, so the screw is going to be sitting like right here. It's going to hold those two pieces together, but you will not be able to step on it and you will not see it. Now, you will have to use a little bit of wood filler. If you're doing this on a hardwood floor, you're going to have to use a little wood filler and then paint it in, and you're not even going to notice it. If you're doing this on carpet, it's actually going to go underneath the carpet and the same exact thing will happen. You're not going to step on it. So if you're not wearing shoes or anything, you're not going to, stab your foot. So let's go try this out. Let's see what it does. And then we'll talk more about how to use this as a side hustle. Okay guys, so we're here in the room. We've got this nasty squeak in the floor right here that we're gonna fix. We've got our drill, we've got our kit right here, and a tape measure. Now, when you get started with this, when you open up this pack, you're gonna get two different attachments here. You're gonna get this spiky looking thing that is going to be used for the carpet, and then you get this other little device that's used for hardwood. So this does work on either carpet or hardwood. Now, like I said earlier, cool thing about these screws is that they're actually scored. They're actually scored right here at the top of the head. So the screw is going to go down into the floor, pull the joist and the plywood subfloor together, and actually then break off the top of the screw right here, so that you can, so that it's not sticking up out of the ground, obviously. So that's something that is really unique about this set here. So what we're basically going to do, we're going to find the squeak here in the floor, we're going to put it through here, we're going to screw it in, and hopefully it will pull that together and get rid of that squeak once and for all. So let me just go ahead and do this. Let me move this back and just show you a little bit about where the squeak is at. Now, in order to find the squeak, it has to be at the joist. You want to do it at the joist, which you can use these other screws to help find the joist. Using that, it tells you the instructions in the pack, or you can kind of just guess and figure out where that joist is at and then base it off of, base other squeaks off of 16 inches, which is the spacing of each joist. So what we're going to do here, I feel pretty confident that I can find the joist based on where the squeak is coming from, because the squeak is going to be where the nail has gone through the subfloor into the joist itself. So if we just go through here, you can hear that nasty squeak. It's just super annoying, right? So I'm going to just come in here. All right, so I'm pretty certain I've got the squeak right here. So I'm going to put this guy in here. We're going to take the screw, take this, and basically we're just going to go right through here, put it right through there. Now this looks a little scary. You're like, man, I'm putting a screw into my carpet. What's this going to do? And we're just going to go right through the carpet, all the way down. Now it's down in the ground all the way. You can see this here. Let me get the camera, show you this a little bit tighter, a little bit closer. So you can see the screw here on the ground. Now what I want to do, I'm going to take this little device here. You're just going to put it into there, rock it back and forth just a little bit. That pulls out the end of the screw, which you can now see has broken off. So there's this piece is broken off. The screw is in the floor. You can't feel it. I feel like I'm doing an infomercial right now, but still a little squeak right there, but a lot better than it was, right? So we've got another little squeak coming through. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, I don't even know if you can hear that on the camera, but there is just a tiny little squeak there. Sometimes you do have to use 2 screws. I'm going to go over this way, do another little screw right here. This will pull down. I'm just going to mark where that's at real quick. Pop that off. Get that screw out of there. Alright, so still just a tiny bit of a squeak there, but it is way better than it was when we first started. So what I could do here, I could just continue putting screws in to try and find that one spot. Sometimes when they nail it down, they're going to do multiple nails. And so sometimes if you don't get the screw to pull those 2 pieces back together 100% tight, you do need a second screw to fully wrap up that squeak. But that is the essence of how this system works. I think this is a great system where you could go into somebody's house, offer to do this service. Maybe you do it per squeak. You're going to do $10 per charge. Maybe you're going to do $150 for the whole house. Maybe you're going to do $50 per room or something like that, right? It depends on how bad the squeaks are, but this is a service that I think you could easily use as a side hustle. I know there'd be a lot of people who would be willing to pay for this. Literally all you need is a power drill. It comes with the attachment. It comes with this. You put it in the ground, screw it in, pop it off, and you're done. I mean, pretty simple. Basically anybody could do this, and I think you could make some serious money doing this as a side hustle. So with that said, guys, I hope you can see how this would be a successful side hustle. You could go into somebody's house, do this service for them. It's very easy. It takes very little material, and you can learn how to do it in, honestly about 5 minutes. So this is something you could do as a side hustle. Nobody else is talking about this method. If you go out there, you put in the work, you make advertisements on Facebook Marketplace or on Instagram offering this service, people will take you up on it and they will get this service done, and you can collect a nice fee for doing that for them. And so with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you're interested in learning more about money, stocks, and real estate. I talk about all that here on the channel. Give me a thumbs up on the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.